home on Wednesdays of weekly NFL predictions. RVBN, the Rich Video Broadcasting Network, Billerica, Massachusetts. Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Saturday, September 16th, 2016, around 7:11 in the evening, Billerica, Massachusetts. Sun is going down. The fireworks in Billerica, Massachusetts for Yankee Doodle Weekend are tonight at 8:30 at the Marshall Middle School field. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. The Virginia Tech Hokies beat the Boston College Eagles in college football. They crushed them. They creamed them 49-0. BC has lost, I think, the 11th game in a row for ACC football. Not good at all. And another thing that's not good at all, Team Europe, that looked horrible in the pre-tournament World Cup of Hockey games, upset Team USA by the score of 3-0. Not good for Team USA. They have to beat Canada the next game, or adios, USA, for the World Cup of Hockey. And that's about it on the RVBN Newswire. One question I got from a loyal Facebook viewer. They asked me if I'm considering doing a podcast, and that's one thing I'm looking into. I probably need a producer to do it, but that's a possibility. Maybe next year. I would love to have guests on there. Some of them I always talk about. I mention them at the end of these video blogs all the time. Those people would probably be top on my list to do a podcast with if I decide to do it. I'll be back in a flash. I'm back! My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is about former Major League Baseball outfielder Tony Armas. Tony Armas was like a power hitter for 14 years in the big leagues, and he had a decent Major League career. Tony was born and he grew up in Venezuela. That's a hotbed for baseball players in South America. He's played baseball at a young age, pretty good doing it. He first played shortstop. Then he was signed by the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1971. Back then, baseball players outside the United States were not eligible for the amateur draft. And he spent parts of 6 seasons in the Pirates farm system. He hit .270 with 69 home runs during his minor league career. The Pittsburgh Pirates called him up in 1976 as a shortstop, but he was subsequently traded to the A's, then the Red Sox, and then he ended his career with the Angels in 1989. In all, he played 14 seasons in the major leagues. He was frequently hurt a lot, so that meant he didn't realize his full potential as probably a dangerous power hitter. 6 seasons he had 20 or more home runs. 3 seasons he had 100 or more RBIs. 8 seasons he had 100 or more hits. 1 season he had 100 or more runs. 5 seasons, he had 20 or more doubles. 2 times he was an All-Star, 1981 and 1984. And he was 2-time leader in the American League for home runs. One in 1981. He tied with 3 other players with 22. That was the strike shortened season. And in 1984, he led the majors with 43 home runs, well, with the member of the Boston Red Sox. He finished in the top 10 of AL MVP voting 2 times. That was in 1981 and 1984. He was American League Player of the Year from the Sporting News in 1981. And in 1984, he was a co-MVP for the Boston Red Sox. Tony struck out a lot. He never had a season hitting 300. His great years with the A's and the Red Sox, but by 1986, his power was declining. He was not offered a new contract by the Red Sox. He has spent some time in the Angels minor league system in 1987. But he became kind of a valuable backup player for the Angels during his tenure there. He actually retired from Major League Baseball after the 1989 season. Then he continued his playing career in Venezuela and the Caribbean. He's a legend in Caribbean baseball and Venezuela baseball. His career stats: 252 hitter, 251 home runs, 1,815 RBIs, 1,302 hits, 614 runs scored, and 204 doubles. Tony did not appear on the Hall of Fame ballot in 1995, as he would have been eligible because he was on the. They didn't put his name. I think probably he didn't have a good enough career to even be considered to be on the Hall of Fame ballot. But if he was, he probably would not got a vote. But he made the Hall of Fame for the Caribbean Baseball Hall of Fame in 1998. In 2005, the Venezuelan Baseball Hall of Fame. And he's currently the batting coach in the Venezuela baseball team called Leones de Caracas. And that's about it on him. That's about it on these video blogs: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Tomorrow, only 2. First video blog will be about the former game show, Hollywood Showdown. And the second and final video blog of the night is going to be the personality profile. It'll be about former Major League Baseball player Rusty Staubach. And coming in the near future to these video blogs, WGBH Channel 2 in Boston, the classic TV show Policewoman, tell you about that. Problem Child, the movie in 1990, the former sports league, the ABA, and so many great personality profiles. And also presidential candidates will be happening at the end of September. I tell you about the 4 presidential candidates that are going to appear on the ballot on November 8th. And keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Brodin guy. Molly Rosenblunt of WCCO rocks on his nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning. She's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 is such a rocking cougar and has nice legs. And Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent. And all those 6 ladies I mentioned are top candidates that I want to interview for a podcast if I ever decide to venture into that business. That would be real cool if I could get them. Plus there'll be other guests. Good night, everybody, and sweet dreams. RVBN, the rest video Bot Log Network. Stay tuned for RVBN promo.